Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing fantastic no matter where you are. Of course, with the Sunday coming up, celebrating a great Sunday with your friends and family, wearing a watch. Get a couple watches throughout the rotation on the Sunday. Why not? All right, make it special. Now, without the way, I just want to start it off today's topic with maybe a couple of housekeeping rules. As you guys see, I made a few changes today. I brought my watch box, the Topper 24 watch box down. This is my office essentially. I've got a large desk. So on the right hand side, if you can't see, that's my laptop, my monitor. So I sort of allocate this area. We're gonna talk about today's stuff on it. I've made a couple of videos in the past by using this area, but the main concern is I was trying to film a video today outdoor. You guys know the outdoor patio, which is my regular place. It is a beautiful day when you have a beautiful weather out there, right? But today it was horrible. I set things up. I bought watches and stuff, straps out there. The rain was just drizzling, but then the rain started to pick up, became really windy, and I think I think I got cold just by sitting out there for about 10-15 minutes. So and you know what, and I always wanted to start off by having a corner of my office talking about watches, so I don't have to bring watches outdoor and things. Of course it would be nice to, right, on a good day, but I want to have a foundation where everything is very close to me. I can relate to a lot of stuff. When sort of our channel gets developing the next phase. But today, I just want to set those things up. We got a couple nice knives out there at that corner, and we've got that Topper 24 watch boxes down there. My lighting isn't the best, but again, I try to deliver the best as I can be, and we'll see how it goes. So for my subscribers that you love the outdoor, I promise I will bring stuff outdoors again. But for now, let's stick with this plan, because again, with the consistency with those lighting conditions out here, indoor, it's probably going to give you some good consistency throughout. Okay, so that's it. That's the housekeeping rule. I just want to start it off again. I gotta talk about this setup again. You guys know part of my passion for Seikos and for talking about watches on YouTube. I contribute a lot of those stuff from inspirations by Ren and Rob. And Ren and Rob, as you know, right? Ren and Rob had a corner, I think his basement, mapped out. Of course, he started small and now he's full of stuff, watches and his collection and everything's related to it. So we're gonna kick it off here indoor, nice. It's gonna be nice and quiet. The kids is not gonna make any noise throughout the day. I'm gonna be able to focus to talk to you guys maybe in the evening time, and it's gonna be okay, right? I mean, our life is busy, so we're gonna try to make sure we'll have the right amount of focus when we talk about stuff here, and just really try to chill out, have a relaxed time throughout the video. Okay, now guys, it took me about 3 minutes for the intro. Excuse me, apologies. Now, today marks a very special day because we're going to talk about the StrapX Pro. Of course, a lot of my subscribers probably already come across this brand. For me, it's first time, but it's actually a very interesting story behind it. I'm going to share with you. I don't think I've shared that story with the managing director, Garen. Garen's been fantastic, helping me, supporting the channel by having those straps. I'm going to talk about the company. I'm going to talk about what they do. Of course, I'm going to mainly talk about this strap system, the fitted end link, and all that kind of stuff on the Samurai. Garen already sent me the SKX straps, the 5KX GMT. Interesting, my 5KX actually in the Seiko repair shop due to a extra stiffness around the bezel. So we're going to talk about the company briefly. As far as I know, Gary's been fantastic, and we'll talk about the spec when it comes to what the straps and what the idea is all about. And I'm going to again apply my philosophy in terms of where I think there's a value and there's a discussion to be had when we're making a purchasing decision, or sort of leveling up your strap and accessory game. Okay, so that's the structure of today's video. Now, first of all, the story behind StrapX Pro. Now, you guys know Mark from The Average Bros. I'm of course, big fan, like many of you out there. I'm a big fan of his channel. He featured the StrapX Pro, I think, a while back with, I couldn't remember, was it the SKXs or it could be the 62 mass, but he featured StrapX Pro, and it looked fantastic. It looked exactly how I think a sports strap should be featured on some iconic Seiko watches. So naturally, I was thinking to myself, if the average bro audiences and subscribers can get to see what their strap is all about, why can't we give it a shot? So what I did is after that video, literally, I think straight away, I went to the StrapX Pro website, found their email, wrote up an email, very bluntly, in terms of, we are a bunch of committed Seikoholics and Seiko lovers out here. We're passionate about what we do. We talk about Seiko, of course, now exclusively on our channel. Some of the most best, well-made, well-designed Seiko modern diaries and sports watches in the history of time. Do you want to support us by sending, some of those beautiful straps just for us to check it out, so my audiences can see? Some of my audiences are absolutely Seiko monsters when it comes to their collections, and they want to get their straps games. They want to understand what options out there in the marketplace. Can you help me by sending some straps to me, and we can show to our audiences on the channel? And I think within a day, Garen, the managing director of the StrapX Pro, replied my email with a simple line. I think it was, Felix, yes, I'm interested in sending the straps. Tell me what you need. I'm going to send it across to you. You're making great stuff on your channel. So that's where the relationship really kicked off between me and Garen. Garen's been fantastic. Of course, Garen's actually, I've messed up couple spring bars. I think I dropped a couple of them. I overcut one of their straps, which I'll talk about in the later on, because we're going to feature quite a few different videos across different strap systems for different watches, and that we'll talk about Samurai Manning today. So we'll get to talk about StrapX Pro in many more months to come, but today we'll focus on the Samurai, and that was a very interesting story. So I just want to kick it off by having the story, and again, all credit to you guys, right? All credit to my subscribers, because without your support and the love for our channel would not be in the position of where it is today. So that's my interesting story behind the StrapX Pro. Of course, StrapX Pro is not sponsoring this video, right? They've sent those straps. I don't have to return them. Again, but at the same time, Garen or the team at StrapX Pro has nothing. They've got nothing to say about what I'm willing to say or about to say was there in terms of the straps and my experiences with the strap. In the short term, I had it on my wrist on a regular basis for the last 10-15 days. And of course, I get to share my experience in the long term. Of course, guys, if you guys are already experiencing StrapX Pro when it comes to their SKX straps or any other straps, feel free to please leave your comments down below so other subscribers and any audiences can check it out, what your experiences is at, and hopefully you have a great time out there. Again, I think they're doing really well. I mean, last time I checked, they're making great progress. I think they are releasing even more variants that's coming to their lineup. So stay tuned with what they do. I think, don't get me wrong, but I think I've checked even on Strapcode, they are selling StrapX Pro as well. A lot of positive feedbacks out there as well. So the company, I think they established in 2020. They are relatively new to the game of watches and straps, but you know what? You don't have to be the experts in all you do, right? All you gotta do is have to have a clear philosophy. You gotta know where your audience and target market is, and you're gonna bring out the product and solution that will actually solve a problem. And then, again, that's my philosophy behind my work as well. I'm in finance, so you gotta carry that innovative and creative mindset in all you do, and you really don't need a lot of time to create a great foundation in the marketplace. So stay tuned for StrapX Pro. That's my story with Gary, the managing director of the company, and we're gonna now get to talk about my 2 cents. We're gonna do a review on the Samurai straps, and of course, any other questions about it, I'm gonna try to link everything that I talk about in the comment section in the description down below. And guys, now, first of all, okay, I'm going to start off by saying this. Now, if I am a strap manufacturer that is trying to solve, I'm not talking about the straps you're buying, those standard 2022, rubber strap. I'm not talking about the OEM Seikos. I'm talking about the ones that, on AliExpress that cost $10, $15, and, on Amazon cost 15, 20, 20. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but I just don't believe they're trying to solve a problem. Okay, I'm going to be very clear on this. Now, a lot of my subscribers are newcomer to the hobby. You are buying your Seiko for the first time. naturally I think about the experience and the journey that I went. My first Seiko was a Seiko 5, right? So a lot of young comers nowadays that come to the hobby, they will be buying a Seiko 5KX, right? And by the way, StrapX, just let me make it clear. So StrapX Pro, they cover, their lineups currently cover 5KX, 5KX GMT, 62 mass, the SPB lineup, Samurai, of course, Monsters, I think the 4th generation, and I think the only other brand they do is the Longines Hydro Conquest, and that is it. Of course, I know Garen's got potential plan to bring out a lot more models into the marketplace. So again, back to what I was saying, if I'm a newcomer come to the hobby getting a Seiko, whether you're looking at 5KX, 5KS GMT, Turtle, of course, right? We'll talk about exclusive on King version of it now. You're getting a King Turtle, you're getting a King Samurai, you're getting is there a King Monster? There's not a King Monster, right? It's a standard monster, or even you're getting a Sumo. StrapX Pro doesn't have a solution for Sumo as of yet. Hopefully they do one day. It would be fantastic, right? So what you get to experience is this. I don't have a Seiko OEM bracelets for the Samurai. I had it when I had my first Samurai of the SRPC 07, the orange one. And if you compare how iconic, how beautiful the whole case of Samurai is, the bracelet is really not in the same par when it comes to the details and all that, right? So OEM bracelets is off. I mean, after collecting 24 Seikos and, throughout, you're looking at Seiko 5 still, to the MM300, of course, in the tune-out SBBN version. If you truly love the brand, I'm just telling you the guys the truth, okay? The bracelet sucks. I mean, at least on the, 5KX, I think the 5KX GMT actually doing a lot better job, which I'll review in my detailed reviews. But I'm talking about Turtles, I'm talking about Samurais, I'm talking about, of course, you can't get SKXs nowadays. They are not that good, alright? So naturally, you're off the bracelet game, right? You will have to spend money, for example, for the Samurai here. This is an option. You can get a bracelet like this. This is the razor wire bracelets that Uncle Seiko makes, alright? And a lot of guys that, we're not type of bracelet guy, right? They're heavy, it's cumbersome, have the bracelet on all the time. And, when you have a temperature change between summer and winter, you want to have a strap on. Then we talk about straps, right? So if you buy a Seiko, again, we're talking about Turtles, the Samurais, those are the straps that you're getting, okay? Now, there's nothing wrong with those straps. If you want to pay aftermarket money to get straps from Seiko, to buy those straps, they will cost you 60, 70 bucks at least, I reckon, right? Per my memory. Now, those straps is fantastic. However, I think what they appear to be is they're really well made, but they just on the visual aspect of it, they seems to belong on a wetsuit when a diver is about to conduct a diving experience. That's where these straps comes in. It's long, it's very soft, right? But at the same time, there's no really structured support of it. So when you're wearing a large watch such as the Samurai, the watch head gets really gets to move around when you doing any sort of activities outdoor, and it's just very long, right? So if you have a 6.75, 7 up to maybe 7.1 or 2 inch wrist, you just tend to have a lot of leftover in that straps. You guys know what I mean, right? And the buckle, it is well made. Look, guys, it is a metal keeper, but it tends to have a long additional. I think that's where things at, right? You sort of like that. You have a long leftover on that straps, and because how slippery over time the metal keeper is against this rubber, it gets slip out extremely easily. So most of the times you will find your straps ends up like this, right? I'm talking about real life experiences. Not good, doesn't look good. And again, it's cumbersome, right? Especially when you taking them off your clothes, it just get tangled up in your sweater, shirts all the time. Again, real life experiences. So you see, I talk about a problem with Seikos, and when you imagine how many newcomers, that whether it's your Seiko lovers and people that come into the hobby, you're looking at millions of those watches being sold. That's why I spoke to Gary. I said, Gary, if you get this right, the sky's the limit. in order to bring the best out of a sports watch in large size, when I talk about large size, mainly I talk about watches maybe about 42. So 42 and beyond, I call them large sports watches. Maybe about 41 or large. I think about this is about 40. What's the size of SKSs again? I don't have a caliber here. I think the SKS is about 41, 42. I think 42 and a half. But again, turtles and samurais, they're well beyond 42s, right? They're about 44, 45 if you measure the diameter of it. So for those large watches, you gotta get the strap game right, or the bracelet game. I don't care whether you like the strap or bracelet. Of course, I've done a full review on these bracelet. Very, very lovely bracelets. Very vintage feeling, of course, based on, I think there's a lot of histories with the razor wire. Sorry, the spring bar just got lost here. So that's where the problem comes. You guys with me? In order to get the best out of the large sports watches, you need a good strap. Right? So that you see where the logic flows, and in order to know that you need a good rubber strap to complement SKXs, Samurais, Monsters, 62 Mass, Turtles, 5KXs, 5KX GMTs, of course, many more down the line. Okay, before you're talking about getting the game right, you gotta understand what factors or what fundamentals you gotta make sure that is considered into the R&D and the engineering part of it to get it right. Now, let's just pretend there's no brand on this pouch. Of course, I think this is what comes with it. All right, very nice pouch from StrapX Pro, and we've got a spring bar tool here as well. So follow my logic. If you want to get the strap game right for large dive watches, in my personal experiences with all my Seikos, 24 watches out there are a few things you want to get it right. Number one, because how relatively large and long lug to lug with all Seiko divers, I'm talking about, again, not typical SKXs, but you can include not the SKS 013, but you want to include the SKSs. I'm talking about SKS, Monsters, Turtles, Samurais, is how long the lug to lug is. All right, because they have a long lugs. If you're wearing there's nothing wrong with it, right? But if you're wearing a straight end, not straight end link, the 22 millimeters rubber strap, you will see a massive gap between the watch case and the strap. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm only talking about my philosophy, my own experiences. So you want to have something that is seamless as this. That's just my philosophy. You want to get it right by having a fitted end link, the fitted end rubber strap that matches the design of your Seiko Samurai. Again, I'm using Samurai, Turtles, and SKXs. You want to have this part worked out beautifully like this, because then what it does is when you wear it on the wrist, it's going to give you that seamless experiences from bird view. There you go, you guys. You see, it makes the watch look a lot more elegant, a lot more seamless, and a lot more smaller, dare I say. Okay, again, my size of wrist is 7 inches, 6.9 to 7 inches, depends on the day and temperature. So that's it. You want to get that part right. So this is where StrapX Pro done a fantastic job, because the guys, that's when we talk about indoor lighting, right? Look how close. Look how the tight tolerance. Again, I'm leaving no stone unturned. Okay, look how close they are fitted to the case, to the watch case, which I think is fantastic. Of course, if you really try to wiggle it around, you can wiggle a little bit, right? But again, that's goes to any watches as far as I know. So that provides comfort, that provides seamless experiences when it comes to overall aesthetic of the watch. Okay, now the second thing I want to talk about the strap is, remember how I said that, Seiko straps, they are just long straps, man. Like when I was wearing those straps, I remember I was wearing I was doing swimming lessons, I was doing swimming training. Like within 2 minutes, the strap goes like this. I try to get the metal keepers out again to make it more seamless, makes it look good. It just naturally. You see how easy that is? Again, the metal keeper went out again. Of course, I was doing that side. Right, it's really slippery. You guys can see, really slippery. Okay, now, so you want to control the length of it. You see that where the logic is leading you. Okay, now, With the StrapX Pro, guys, you see everything's lined up. Of course, there's instruction. Don't follow my instructions now. I've actually messed it up. I actually messed up one of the SKX straps, which is why Garen had to send me a new one. There is clear instruction online. Follow it. Of course, I'll try to do a real live tutorial if I can get it done successfully. There are clear markings. You guys can see there are even numbers here. You see? That's a number. There you go. 6. See that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And again on both sides. So there are clear instructions on StrapX Pro website on YouTube, done by some other reviewers. Follow the chart and go from the lower end to bigger end. For example, if your wrist that you believe, of course, measure your wrist first, okay? If you believe your wrist is 7 inches, maybe 6.8. I'm just putting it out there, right? And you want to go from 6.5, and then you put it on. Of course, you can. There are 3 micro adjustments here. Put in the middle one, and go 6.5. If it's very comfortable, then leave it. If it's still too large, if it's too tight, then you cutting one more slot here. Okay, and then once you find a perfect fitting, you get everything's included. By the way, that comes with the strap. There are 2 spring bars here. There are another 2 spring bars for here and here, and then on top of that, you get another 3 additional micro adjustment. So on that concept, it gives you the solution that almost feels like it's a. I'm not gonna say it. It feels like you have a tailored strap that's built for you and you alone in terms of fittings. And in terms of that aspects, I can't think of another strap, another watch sports strap. Of course, we'll talk about Samurais. They're well known. Okay, there are millions of Samurais being sold. On that concept, you can't beat it. I mean, how are you gonna find another strap that fits as well as this? It's like the strap knows your wrist. It knows how to expand. It has additional micro adjustment that you can adjust throughout the year. And when you put it on, it's almost perfect. It's perfect, guys. I mean, you can't mess it up. You could mess it up like what I did, right? But theoretically, if you follow the principle of the chart and watch the instruction videos, you cannot get it wrong. All right, guys, you cannot get it wrong. Plus, I'm gonna try to do a real life tutorial with you guys in a couple of days, maybe when I have more time. But you can't get it wrong. And guys, so you guys, you see again, you guys have been knowing me for a while. Look, when I wrote email to Garen about bringing their stuff into our channel, I don't look at it as I'm trying to promote their product. That's not how it works. My philosophy is I'm going to try to find any business out there, any business owners that are trying to do their best when it comes to the way they conduct their products to control the quality with the R&D and engineering part of it, and bring the most value out of my collection and our beloved communities in the community which you guys love your Seikos. We'll talk about SKS again, those iconic watches, Samurai and Turtles, and there are millions of watches being sold out there. So I'm just passionate. I'm just committed in finding all possible solutions and bring it to my channel and show you guys what they are. And if you guys liking it, if you guys thumbs up with what they do, if you got experiences with it, just like how I've done all my other stuff, right? I mean, I reviewed tons of different bracelets, Artem straps, StrapX Pros. I'm not looking at promoting their stuff. I'm more like a partnership. I just want to show you guys what they do and what my experiences is. And it's really that simple. If you guys like it, you can go do your own research. You can make purchases on your own risk. At least you've got this. You've seen this whole thing from Felix. Okay, now. So from that fitting and how I described, how I illustrate in terms of the end-link fitment, the controllable length of the strap, which you can buy there. Follow the principle of that chart. You can control the length. You have 3 micro adjustment on the clasp. It is a perfect idea for watches of the Samurai. There you go. That's my conclusion. You cannot argue with it. All right, you cannot argue with it that Seiko's OEM strap is better than this strap. I just explained to you why it's not. I literally just explained to you why this is not working out. I'm sure Seiko is such a large company. They have a team of people in the strap department that's manufacturing and designing and putting R&D and all that kind of stuff in their straps. And maybe it holds longer, stronger, income endurance simply because that Seiko fast spring bar, which these cannot. Most of the aftermarket straps cannot when it comes to that Seiko fat spring bar. But from a daily, if you want something that's on your wrist that's elegant, that it has good usage of, that you feeling comfortable with. That's the most important thing. I'm telling you, when this Samurai was on this strap, I want to wear this watch, but I just can't enjoy it because the strap is floppy. It goes all different places. It's not working out. Okay, of course I truly enjoy on these bracelets, but again, guys, I want to get the strap game right as well for you guys. So just on that perspective, it's perfect. All right, now we'll talk about material. We'll talk about my experiences with the strap from design aspects of it. But I believe it's using a high quality premium vulcanized rubber, and it just flows with the watch. It truly flows with the watch. You've got that centerpiece raised to a degree. I'm just showing you the side profile. It's really good looking, guys. I can't get it wrong, and it just blends into the watch, and even the color, right? I mean, this watch, again, you guys know how I claim this is the best Samurai that is ever made in the history of time, right? This is SRPH43. You can't even buy this no more, right? It's gone. It's Asia exclusive coral reef edition. It's gone. You can't get it. I mean, if you get it, you pay 600 US, 700 US, at least 500 US plus. I just haven't seen it, right? It's hard to get, and look how beautiful that waffle blue dial is, all right, with the orange second hands and that yellowish diverse. Such a beautiful watch, guys. Come on, this watch is fantastic. Okay, now just gonna get it cleaned up. Now I was referring to the color of the strap. You see how it blends in? I'm gonna show you, right? I'm gonna show you from this lighting condition. Here you go. Here you go. You see that? You see how that beautiful blue, the bluish tone, it just blends in extremely well. I can't fault it. Of course, I think the only thing I haven't covered is the clasp. I know you guys will say this looks like a press clasp. It's not a milled, but you know what? It's lighter. And I'm just gonna be with my own honesty. If you're a diver, if you're wearing a wetsuit, if you're going down in the ocean, I don't know. I've never dived before. I think the last time I dived was like 15 years ago. 15 meters deep. It was a beautiful ocean, right? The big coral reef in Queensland, Australia. But if you're going to go something professional, of course, you're probably not wearing this watch, right? You probably get a MM300 or a diving computer. But if you have this watch and you get to choose when you deep in the ocean, you probably go with this. Right? They're more, I don't know, you can fit a fast spring bar, but most of us, we're not doing divings, right? We're doing disc divings. Wearing them as a part of a large collection as the fashion watch, not fashion watches, fashionable, beautiful timepiece, to suit our moods and our days and our fittings, and you can't get it wrong, guys. You seriously cannot get it wrong. So I don't know what else to say, guys. Look how it's not tight at all. It's so comfortable. All right, I'm gonna try to leave this strap towards the upper side of my wrist. You guys can see there are still distance between the watch and my wrist, and it's very comfortable, guys. Okay, I'm gonna do this for you. Okay, so I can shake my wrist, but you see, no matter how violently I'm trying to shake my wrist, it doesn't move at all. That's the beautiful thing about it. As you know, we're all family men, right? We're doing housework, we're washing dishes, man, we're mowing lawns. Man, what's wrong with our men today, right? We're doing all the house chores, we're shopping, we do all the shopping, we do all the cleaning, we do all kind of stuff all day long, right? But look, it sits exactly where you left it. So it is a beautiful fitting. I really love about this. That's the thing, right? So that's my experience. I try to put it as honestly. I think that's why some of the brands want to send their stuff to us, because we're just a bunch of very honest people. We talk about things as they are. We're not trying to hide any particular part of it away. We try to put everything under the spotlight to show you guys what they are. Again, I'm gonna try to remember put all the links down below if you guys to check it out. And of course, stay tuned for the SKX video, for my tutorial video on how to cut the strap elegantly and precisely. And when my 5KX GMT is back, I'm gonna put that orange strap on that, which I'll do a video on that as well. And I'm gonna try to do a 62 mass strap as well, which I misplaced the link, or Garen just forgot to send it to me. But anyway, guys, hope you had fun. All right, hope you had fun. I certainly have fun of making this video. It's such a good strap for yourself. Oh, see, guys, I didn't even talk about price. Right? $62. Look, $62. Of course, I'm talking about US here. Is it a cheap strap? No, it's not. Can you get something less expensive? Can you spend $35 getting a strap from Amazon, non-branded, or some massive produced brand with the same, nothing custom about it? You can't cut the strap. It's gonna have a standard 22mm straps. You're gonna spend $35-40. After experiencing this, I will pay $62 for this. I'll just, because what's the other solutions, right? You're getting one of those OEM Seikos, you get one of those straps. Like I said, right? You're spending $40 on a beautiful color. Any other brand, you're spending $40, including shipping, $45. I don't know how much, right? But $62 for this. Why not, guys? I can't. If this strap is, what's their competitor? I'm trying to think of another brand. I think a Clock. Is that the Clock Republic? Right? Hopefully, I get to show them their stuff. I think I've seen a couple times. Brandon Rob's channels featured them as well. It's the metal end link, right? It's just the look. It looked too serious for me. But again, we'll be interested to find out. But again, right? I'm talking about if you have 40, 50, $60. $60 on this, you can't lose money on this. I mean, you're gonna have this as a part of your samurai. It's probably gonna stay most of the time on the samurai, especially during the summertime. That's for sure. I'm gonna bring this, for a swim in the ocean, on the beach. It just looks fantastic. I'm trying to get my. There you go. Right, like I said, it's not moving anywhere. All right, guys. That's it. I'm gonna conclude. I already spent half an hour on this, so. Again, hopefully you guys, no matter where you at, you have a blessed day. Whatever you're going through, Felix is telling you it's all gonna be okay. All right, be happy, be blessed. You're a truly blessed human being, and you deserve a lot of love. Okay, guys. Now, without the way, stay tuned for the next video. Okay, guys. Peace out. Have a good one. Bye bye.